And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquaba, and welcome. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Rasta Rant. Saturdays, we come at you live from 4 p.m. on the West Coast, at 7 p.m. for our East Coast listeners, and we look at what is happening in the world. We look at culture, consciousness, historical perspectives. We look at topical issues with an attitude, no doubt. Today's date is Saturday, the 14th of September, 2024 in the Western calendar. This corresponds to the year 6264 in the Kemetic calendar, to which we've realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the 7th millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIV Radio, LIV TV, and livinginaBlack.com. The Conscious Rasta Rant, y'all. I'm going to be ranting in biochemical language today, because we need to know what is happening in our bodies on the molecular level, on the cellular level. I don't think that today's topic is too complex. Many of us have heard the word homocysteine and recognize it has something to do with our body, something to do with processes that get out of control and create disorder. Some of you may have associated homocysteine levels with proper management of amino acids and molecular synthesis in the body. While some people say no, homocysteine has to do with hardening of the arteries. Well, you're both right. Here is our discussion for today. Understanding the biochemistry of homocysteine. And no, homocysteine has nothing to do with cysts or boils or pustules that impact gender dysphoric people. No, homocysteine deals with amino acid. Today on LIV Radio, the Conscious Rasta Rant dives deep into the fascinating world of molecular biochemistry. Fascinating word of molecular biochemistry. Today we explore homocysteine, a sulfur-containing amino acid that's pivotal in DNA expression and detoxification processes. Elevated levels of homocysteine are linked to cardiovascular diseases, while deficiencies can impact mental health and cognitive function. Join us as we unravel simple biochemical pathways of homocysteine, its role in the body, and the implication of its imbalance. Whether you are a biochemistry enthusiast or a major, or just a wonderful health conscious individual, this episode promises to enrich your understanding of this crucial molecule known as homocysteine. So that's what we're talking about today. And I think we'll have time that I'm also going to take you to a little side note and talk about my anti-aging arsenal, and one of the many elements in my anti-aging arsenal that helps us to properly manage homocysteine, plus it does so much more. In fact, today's conversation, we're going to draw the bridge, the link between mental disorders, psychiatric disorders, and brain chemistry. And homocysteine does come to play. So you want to know about this. Homocysteine is an amino acid. Vitamins B12, B6, and folate, which is another B vitamin, break down homocysteine to create other chemicals your body needs. High homocysteine levels may mean you have a vitamin deficiency. Without treatment, elevated homocysteine increases your risks for dementia, heart disease, and stroke. I hope you're fascinated, already compelled. You want to have the tools to be able to manage all of these. What is homocysteine? Here, one second. Let me just open up another window so that those of you who are listening along and have a note that you want to serve or whatever, I have some notes that I might want to serve with you. We will be able to talk to each other. So opening up, and let me just make sure this is all muted. Opening up my Rumble page for all my Rumble family in the house. Rumble family in the house? Yeah, we're in the house. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. We're glad to have you. You Now family, are you in the house? Yeah, you know we're in the house. We're also, I've started rebroadcasting, but I can't broadcast anything too controversial on my secondary YouTube page. So I'm going to be building that back up, even though nowhere near what it was when we had going on 5,000 subscribers and it was monetized. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to even talk about Google and Alphabet and YouTube because they did me dirty. They did me really dirty. So let's go on. We're talking about the biochemistry of homocysteine, and maybe what I was doing, the reason reminded me to go over here was to copy, cut, and paste this link and put it up here where I'll have the permanent record of. Okay, here we go. What is homocysteine? As I said earlier, homocysteine is an amino acid. Amino acids are chemicals in your blood that help create proteins. They are the building blocks of molecular life. Vitamin B12, vitamin B6, and vitamin B9, which is folate, break down homocysteine to generate other chemicals your body needs. And for all of the women out there, especially women in their childbearing age, you know that when you are pregnant, you are instructed to take your folate, vitamin B9. I recommend taking the vitamin B complex, so you know you've got them all covered. Vitamin B complex is very, very important in the body. What does homocysteine do? When it interacts with the B vitamins, homocysteine converts to two substances. Number one, methionine, an essential amino acid and antioxidant that synthesizes, creates proteins. Cysteine, a non-essential amino acid, synthesized from methionine that reduces inflammation, increases communication between immune cells, and increases liver health. So those are the two chemicals that homocysteine breaks down to. What happens if I have too much homocysteine? In a healthy person, homocysteine levels are around 5 to 15 micromoles per liter. Nearly all that homocysteine converts to other proteins. If you have more than 50 micromoles per liter, the excess homocysteine may damage the lining of your arteries, blood vessels that carry oxygen-rich blood throughout the body. High levels of homocysteine can also lead to blood clots or blood vessel blockages, thrombosis. Artery damage or blood clots significantly raise your risk of sudden cardiac arrest or heart attack. And didn't we see this in the aftermath of these? We did see that very significantly. Although many believe, I believe it to be true, it's still being covered up by the places where information is distributed. Common conditions and disorders. What conditions and disorders affect homocysteine? Typically, Homocysteine breaks down into other substances, and only small amounts of homocysteine remain in your blood. Some conditions interfere with this process and leave you with high homocysteine levels. You may have too much homocysteine in your blood if you have 1. Deficiencies in vitamins B12, B6, or folate, which is why we highly recommend taking vitamin B supplementation. Point 2, too much homocysteine can lead to heart disease or cardiovascular disease. Point 3, rare inherited diseases such as homocysteinuria, where your body can't process methionine. So, next question, what are the risks of high homocysteine levels? Without treatment, elevated homocysteine levels can lead to severe health complications. Too much homocysteine increases your risk for blood clots, dementia, heart attack, heart disease, osteoporosis, stroke. The question arises, how do I know if I need a homocysteine test? You may need a homocysteine test if you have a high risk of heart disease. You may also need a homocysteine blood test if you have symptoms of a vitamin B deficiency, or if you're a vegetarian or vegan, you need to make sure that you are getting sufficient vitamin B12, which meat eaters get it directly from the carcass. Vitamin B12 is actually manufactured in the hindgut of ruminant animals. So the same place where poop comes from, which has the E. coli and the histoplasmosia and other toxic things that can get into your food level, where that poop also, the bacteria in that hindgut, manufacture vitamin B12, which gets into the blood of the animals. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But you can get vitamin B12 from other places, including manufacturing in the human's hindgut as well. We've talked about that. But you can get it in sea vegetables and what's it called? Nutritional yeast has vitamin B12 in it. Multiple places you can get it. You may also need a homocysteine blood test if you have symptoms of a vitamin B deficiency. Common symptoms of vitamin B deficiencies include, listen up people, please listen up. Point, dizziness, fatigue, muscle weakness, pale complexion, tingling in your feet, arms, or hands, tongue or mouth soreness. So what to do? What do the results of a homocysteine blood test mean? Unusual homocysteine levels do not necessarily mean you have a medical condition. Other factors can affect your homocysteine blood levels, including aging, being male, excessive alcohol use, smoking. Next, caring for your homocysteine levels. Here now we're getting to the proactive phase. How can I keep my homocysteine levels healthy? If you have high homocysteine levels, your health care provider may recommend taking supplements of vitamin B6, vitamin B12, folate or folic acid, the human-made form of folate. Increasing your vitamin intake alone does not reduce your risk of heart disease. You can lower your risk of heart disease by, point 1, avoiding or quitting smoking. 2, consuming less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily. Cut that salt, people, please, please, please. 3, exercising at least 3 to 5 times weekly. Ooh, I thought they were going to say daily. I'm only doing 2 exercises a day. even though the first one takes a half an hour, so that's a pretty good one. At least 3 to 5 times weekly. Managing your blood pressure is the next tip on what to do to properly lower your risk of cardiovascular disease. So managing your blood pressure was the fifth of those. And then what should I ask? When to call a doctor? What should I ask my doctor about homocysteine levels? You may want to ask your healthcare provider questions such as, what is the most likely cause of high homocysteine levels? How can I lower my homocysteine? How can I prevent my homocysteine levels from increasing again? Then, what are the risks of elevated homocysteine levels? We talked about that. All this research I'm getting right now is actually from the Cleveland Clinic. So here's a note from the Cleveland Clinic on just that topic. Homocysteine is an amino acid. Vitamins B12, B6, and folate interact with homocysteine and create other proteins that your body needs. Typically, very little homocysteine stays in your blood. High homocysteine levels could mean you have an underlying condition such as heart disease or homocysteinuria. Your healthcare provider may order a homocysteine blood test. Based on the test results, your healthcare provider can recommend the best treatment option. And the best treatment option is food. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. As I went to start off the show today, I put up this graphic. And let me just show you the graphic. I have to turn off my chroma key for a second. This is the graphic that I put up. And this graphic has a lot of valuable information on it, such as the foods and supplements and exercise that impact our homocysteine level. So foods like spinach, turnip greens, asparagus, yes, great for cardiovascular disease prevention. Garlic, raw nuts, fruits, black-eyed peas and other legumes and pulses, yes. Turmeric, undeniably yes. Broccoli, yes. Exercise, indeed. And organic brown rice, unless you have wild rice or black rice, organic brown rice is a good addition to your nutrition and your diet. And also vitamin B complex is right up in there in that mix. So that was the promotion that I used to tell everybody about the program for today. And I hope you find it to be practical and useful and all them other good things. All right, let's keep going. Here are 12 facts about how homocysteine is utilized by the body. Point 1, methionine conversion. Homocysteine is converted back into methionine, an essential amino acid, through a process that requires vitamin B12 and folate. 2, cysteine production. It is also converted into cysteine, a non-essential amino acid, with the help of vitamin B6. Point 3, methylation. Homocysteine plays a crucial role in methylation, a process vital for DNA synthesis and chromosome repair. That's a very, very important topic, DNA methylation. We also, I'm going to take you through some of my anti-aging supplements, which contains trimethylglycine, which assists that process as well. Point 4, detoxification. Homocysteine aids in detoxifying harmful substances in the liver. Point 5, antioxidant production. Homocysteine is involved in the production of glutathione, a powerful antioxidant. Point 6, protein synthesis. It contributes to the synthesis of proteins by providing sulfur, an essential element. And when we were talking about those food-based solutions, one of them was broccoli, a cruciferous vegetable containing a good natural balance of sulfur, sulforaphane, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, onions. These are all great sources of sulfur in the diet. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. Number 7, neurotransmitter regulation. Homocysteine levels influence the production of neurotransmitters, affecting mood and cognitive function. And they work hand in hand, very closely aligned with the gut microbiome, the gut flora, which also thrives on not just fiber, but also thrives on sulfur as well. Number 8, cardiovascular health. Proper metabolism of homocysteine is crucial for maintaining cardiovascular health, as elevated levels can damage blood vessels. I'm so glad I took this one today, because I had an understanding about homocysteine, but I didn't have it complete. I didn't have it right. Now I'm going to have it right. Study it one time and have it now for all time. What if we do these studies every day? Yeah, that's what I do. This is not the first study on molecular biochemistry that I've done today. This is just the one I'm reporting on. Number 9, bone health. It is involved in bone metabolism, and high levels are linked to osteoporosis. So we have further information of why. It's critical to have your vitamin B complex as we're aging, so we don't have this crusty bone syndrome where the weak bones are susceptible to deterioration, which is osteoporosis. Also, that gives us an indication: stop consuming so much acidic foods, so that your body has to go to the bones to get the minerals to create alkaline chemicals to neutralize all of the acidity that you're consuming by eating food that is inappropriate for the human digestive system. Number 10, immune function. Homocysteine is involved in the communication between immune cells. That sounds like extracellular vesicles, exosomes, communication between cells. That's what it sounds like to me. They didn't say the extracellular vesicles, but I recognize that. Number 11, energy production. Homocysteine plays a role in the production of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the energy currency of cells. And number 12, cellular communication. I was right. Homocysteine is involved in cellular signaling pathways as what we call extracellular vesicles that regulate various physiological processes. And this is so very important. This gets into another area that I'm not going to dive into today about so-called virology. But exosomes. Every time you hear me talking about viruses, not every time, but most time, if I'm talking about viruses, you're going to hear me mention extracellular vesicles and exosomes. What is the difference between those and viruses? That's why you listen to LIB Radio, so you, like me, can know the difference and not be hoodwinked, bamboozled, tricked, misled by others who want us to understand something that the science doesn't necessarily confirm. So here we are. I think we gotten to the end of this conversation. Let me just here double check. We're talking about homocysteine, and we just went through 12 functions, facts about how homocysteine is utilized by the body. Right now, I'm going to take the remaining time we have for this afternoon, the Conscious Rasta Rant, and I'm going to go to my book. The book is entitled Living Superfood Longevity. Master the processes of extending high quality life expectancy. So right now I'm going into the book. The chapter is chapter 14, which, let me just give you the title of the chapter real quick. Chapter 14, My Anti-Aging Arsenal of Supplements. Anti-aging arsenal of supplements. So we're going to kind of skip into the chapter. I do list some of the references where I originally started getting this information. The book Reverse the Aging Process Naturally by Dr. Gary Null and Martin Feldman. Power Aging by Dr. Gary Null. Another book, Mind Power, Rejuvenate Your Brain and Memory Naturally by Gary Null. You can tell I'm a big fan of Gary Null. The Longevity Bible by Dr. Gary Small. Healthy Aging by Andrew Weil, MD. Stopping the Clock, Longevity for the New Millennium by Dr. Ronald Klatz and Dr. Robert Goldman. And also one of my favorite publications, Life Extension Magazine. The following list of nutritional supplements is currently in my vitamin, mineral, and herbal stash as of the spring of 2024. I actually went through that whole list today. I told you I was doing some serious research today. Went through that whole list today, and I ordered about 8 of them of the 52 on my list. And for my clients, if you become one of my clients, I will send you this list. Or you can get the list yourself by getting the book Living Superfood Longevity, available from my website, chefkitty.com, kitty.biz, or you can get it from Amazon. They've got it in their catalog as well. It's called Living Superfood Longevity. So, this list does not cover culinary herbs, which also have powerful health-promoting effects. Such herbs and spices are used as often as possible in food preparation, such as turmeric, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, coconut oil, nutritional yeast, etc. So here is, I'm not going to share the whole list. I'm just going to build up to a point, and we're going to take you to where we're talking about vitamin B complex. In alphabetical order, acetyl L-carnitine, HCI. What does it do? Why is it in my anti-aging arsenal? It increases cellular energy, that's the reduction of ATP, enhances mood, alleviates nerve pain, promotes the growth of nerve cells, prevents the death of brain cells, combats amyloid beta peptide plaque in Alzheimer's, reverses mild cognitive disorder, here bear with me, and averting and managing depression, mental fatigue, physical fatigue. It's useful for multiple sclerosis disease symptoms, chronic fatigue syndrome, various cardiovascular effects, increased blood flow, supports heart muscle recovery following a heart attack, myocardial infarction, prevents ischemia, which is lack of blood flow and related tissue damage. It's good for skeletal muscle health, reversing erectile dysfunction, and halting brain aging. Again, that supplement, acetyl L-carnitine, HCI. Next, activated charcoal. This detoxifying dietary supplement has several uses for those who try to avoid damage from environmental, commercial, and chemical toxicants. Specifically, as an anti-aging agent, it helps prevent cellular damage to the liver and kidneys, supports strong adrenal glands, and removes toxins that can cause oxidative stress damage. Continuing, activated charcoal traps toxins and chemicals in the body, allowing them to be eliminated through the bowels. In emergency centers, activated charcoal is used to treat acute poisoning and drug overdoses. It also is known to reduce gaseous bloating, lower the bad LDL cholesterol. Bear with me. Come back to me. Page jumped around. Come back. I don't know why it's jumping around. Okay, we're still up to number 2, activated charcoal. It is also known to reduce gaseous bloating, lower the bad cholesterol while increasing the good HDL cholesterol, managing bile flow during pregnancy, relieving migraine headaches, and even prevent alcoholic hangovers. Powdered activated charcoal is also touted as a teeth whitener and has other oral benefits such as preventing cavities, bad breath, and gum disease. Activated charcoal is an important component of water filters, removing fluoride, and can be used for various skin conditions, including insect bites, rashes from plant toxins, and even snake bites. Taking activated charcoal after eating non-organic fruits and vegetables is a great way to help neutralize any effect of pesticide and chemical residues in these foods. For those who are on prescription drugs, caution is recommended, as activated charcoal is very likely to interact with a spectrum of pharmaceutical drugs. Therefore, you should consult with a prescribing physician before beginning an activated charcoal regimen. Good advice. And it's a very important component of our Living Superfood Detox. And we're about to start the Living Superfood Detox. We're just days away from the 22nd of September. That is the first day of autumn and the first day of our group 21-day detox fast. Let me see if I can real quickly just share a link with those of you who might want to consider joining. The autumn equinox begins Sunday, September 22 at 1:43 p.m. GMT. As is our regular yearly routine, I am again leading a 21-day group detox fast. If you're familiar with my process, I aim to make this the most comprehensive detoxification among the broad range of selections being offered by health and wellness leaders. Living Superfood Systematic Detox offers 11 distinct levels and procedures for completely cleaning and rebooting our internal systems. Let's join together in collaboration and cooperation. We aim to claim perfect health for the season ahead. Learn more about the detox at http://LSF Detox, Living Superfood Detox, lsfdetox.com. So that is what we are doing. I see you in the house. I am Legend. Great to have you in the broadcast here today, joining us via our YouTube family. Great to have you in the house. And let me see, can I push up that link to the YouTube? The link I was just talking about, the detox fast. Let me see, I should be able to get in there. And I'm going to push this up on my Facebook page for those of you who want the access to these detox fast. Want access to this information to the best of our ability. We're going to make sure you get access to it. So where we at? I have a chat open, and I see you in the house. I am Legend, and there is the link to what we're going to be doing with the detox. Oh, I have to post it on two different lines. Bear with me. Okay, you can go to lsfdetox.com and you'll see the link there. And I'll post it a second time. This time I'm only going to post, if you want to directly join us, then you'll be able to click on the payment. And I have the price up here. Summer Detox Fast. Come on. Sometimes it acts like a nut. Okay, there you go. So we'd love to have everyone out there join with us. We are serious about transforming our individual selves so that we are unescapably the type of leadership, frontline leadership, that our community needs and can rely upon. We apply this knowledge. It's not just all academics here. This is applied academics. That's what we do. So there is the link to the detox. Let's continue. Well, I don't know where I was. I was reading from the StreamYard link. And let me go back to this document here, longevity. So we're talking about activated charcoal. Next of these supplements, number 3, alpha lipoic acid, a natural cofactor for mitochondrial enzymes, useful for breaking down fatty acids, enhances cellular energy, is a potent antioxidant, increases intracellular levels of vitamin C and glutathione, anti-aging properties, and protects brain cells from oxidative damage. Alpha lipoic acid decreases insulin resistance while building the body's antioxidant defenses. It is also recommended for those diagnosed with metabolic syndrome, which we described elsewhere in the book Living Superfood Longevity, or susceptible to obesity or type 2 diabetes. Alpha lipoic acid. Ashwagandha, one of our favorites. Withania somnifera, commonly known as ashwagandha or winter cherry, is an evergreen shrub in the Solanaceae or nightshade family that grows in India, the Middle East, and parts of Africa. It is one of the most widely researched adaptogens. The benefits of ashwagandha include better cardiovascular performance, improved sleep, combats adrenal fatigue, improves brain functioning, concentration and memory, helps to relieve depression, stress, and anxiety, counters infertility, anti-inflammatory immune booster, helps to reduce blood sugar levels, increase testosterone levels, increase fertility, increase sperm production in men, and aid to athletic production, performance, and strength, and it is a natural aphrodisiac. Cautions regarding ashwagandha include side effects like upset stomach, diarrhea, vomiting, and possible interaction with pharmaceutical medications. It is not recommended for pregnant and breastfeeding women. And ashwagandha is recommended that you take periodic breaks from using ashwagandha continuously. Good point. Another a great adaptogen, astragalus. Astragalus is a wonderfully useful adaptogen that is particularly valuable for boosting the immune system. Astragalus has a long history in Chinese medicine. Recent research confirms the antiviral and immune-enhancing properties of the root, recommended to people with weakened immunity or who might be undergoing immune-suppressing cancer chemotherapy. And then B complex. This is the one I really wanted to get to for today. Vitamin B complex refers to 8 different B vitamins taken in a single supplement or formula. These may be known by other names such as thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, biotin, and folate. According to Dr. Axe, quote, B vitamins are most valued for their ability to help turn other nutrients into energy, maintaining a healthy metabolism, and for supporting nerve function, liver function, skin health, eye health, and fetal growth development during pregnancy, unquote. The many reported benefits from B complex supplementation include combating metabolic syndrome disorders. Critical benefits from B complex supplementation. Bear with me, I started a sentence over again. The many reported benefits from B complex supplementation include combating metabolic syndrome disorders, critical to the formation of blood and nerve cells, combats heart disease, aids in energy production, helps to repair DNA and RNA. Many serve as coenzymes. It aids in the synthesis of essential fatty acids, combats anemia and fatigue, combats thyroid disorders, helps maintain balanced weight. It's a sleep aid, a mood balancer, and helps maintain healthy brain and nervous system functioning, as it supports healthy skin and muscle tone, supports hair growth, for a healthy appetite, and a powerful anti-aging supplement, vitamin B complex. That does a whole bunch, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And I hope you find this to be informative. I hope you find this to be exciting, inspiring. That's what we aim to do here at LIB Radio. We want to get you fired up about your capabilities, about your potential. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. How many times have you said that today? How many times have I said it today? I have to say it every day. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. So let your food be your medicine. Let your food be consistently your medicine. On that note, I think we've done a good job here today. Informing, inspiring our people. We're going to do even better in the future because our backs are pressed against the wall. And Marcus Garvey said, the Negro will not know his self-worth until his back is pressed against the wall. Our backs are pressed against the wall. The is about to hit the fan. If it hasn't already, for many of us, it already has hit the fan. Families are struggling, going bankrupt because of exorbitant medical expenses, because of reaction to a lifestyle that's unsustainable. Television commercials all day long telling us what garbage gives them the best profits. So they want us to consume this junk called the standard American diet. Come on, people. We can do better than this. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. We talked about the critical responsibilities, the critical capacities of the way that homocysteine levels impact the body, good or bad. It depends on where you are in the balance and whether you're getting proper nutrients such as vitamin B complex. There's so much that we can do, people. So much that we can do to elevate ourselves as individuals, to build up our community for today, for tomorrow, for all times. We are a dignified people. We are a noble people. We are truly, truly, truly a glorious group. And we should be very proud of who we are, of what we do, of what we know, what we do with what we know, and how we manage our individual and collective resources towards the greatest good for future generations as we reach for the stars. We always remember that we stand upon the shoulders of giants, and our children and the generations to follow them are standing on our shoulders. We should be very proud of everything that we bring to life, that life brings to us. You've been tuned in to LIB Radio, LIB TV, and LivingInBlack.com. I hope you find this inspiring, informing, LSFDetox.com. Join our next detox. If you've never done it before, you are in for an incredibly pleasant surprise. If you've never done it before, you better not be over the age of 25 years old because your body's already going to be degenerating after that stage. Tell your friends to tell their friends we have our own. And that's what we do when we get together with you to do the do here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on LivingInBlack.com. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you.